On this episode, I am going to talk about how a car payment affects your house buying process. Coming up. Welcome, I'm your host, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, and tips in all things real estate and housing related. So on this episode, I am going to talk about how a car payment affects your house buying process. Now, I get asked a lot, Steve, how do I find out how much I can qualify for when buying a house? Well, that question is best answered by sitting down with your trusted lender and or mortgage banker. But on this episode, I am going to give you a picture of what that actually looks like, how much you can qualify for, but specifically, I want to talk about how car payments is one of the biggest things that kills a person's buying power. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so what I'm about to show you is a ballpark figure. They are not real numbers, but it's to give you a picture of what it looks like, how much you can qualify for, and how that car payment stings you right where it hurts when buying a house. So on this example, we are going to use an individual who is a W-2 employee. Now, banks take your monthly gross income. In this example, this individual makes $5,000 gross income pre-tax. Okay, now this is how you can do it. Get your monthly gross income, once again, pre-tax, and divide it in half. Now, banks loan from estimates from 45% up to 55%, it varies. That's why I'm taking just estimated numbers. So a good ballpark figure that you can roll with is just take half your income, okay? So here's $5,000, okay? And we divide that in two, and that gives us a $2,500 buying power for a monthly mortgage, okay? So once you've done this math right here, your gross income, you cut it in two, you get your buying power. From this number, you then will subtract your monthly debts, okay? Now, one of the biggest debts that people have is their car payments, okay? The average car payment in America is $500. So in this example, okay, we would subtract $500 for a car payment. Okay, so this individual's buying power now comes down to $2,000. Now let's use this example over here. Let's say the individual makes $3,000. As a matter of fact, this is a really good average of the average millennial. The average teacher, this is their gross monthly income, $3,000. So let's do the exact same thing for this person here. We will divide the income in two. Okay, so this individual has a mortgage buying power of $1,500. This person most likely has a car payment. The average car payment is $500. Now, with the mortgage power of $1,500, okay, this person without any debts can possibly buy a house roughly about $205,000. $205,000 will easily buy you a 3 to 4 bedroom house, 1,400 to 1,700 square feet, very easily. One car payment, we subtract the $500 for the car payment. And all of a sudden, this individual's buying power is now $1,000. One car payment, now it's $1,000. With $1,000 now, this individual now is buying a house about $150,000. So they went from buying a $205,000 house to buying a house that is $150,000. One car payment killed their buying power tremendously in this example. Let's say that this was the gross income for both husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, or whoever's buying the house, right here, okay? And each person had a car payment. Well, this wouldn't be $500, it would be $1,000. They would go from $2,500 buying power to now a $1,500 a month mortgage. When you get this number, you reverse engineer it. You say, how much does the house have to cost for my monthly mortgage to be this? Now, one car payment brought down the buying power tremendously. I sit down with so many families that have 2 cars, 3 cars, and can't even afford to buy a house after we keep subtracting all the debts, simply because of having too much debt. I want to encourage you to think twice the next time you're thinking about buying a car if your plans are to buy a house. I would encourage you to sit down with a trusted person that can give you the proper guidance, that can give you the proper wisdom. Remember, the best thing you can do is plan for your future. And sadly, so many times, we just respond to our immediate emotional wants versus sitting down and having a clear picture of what we want our future to look like. Well, that wraps up episode number 70 of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. I want to encourage you to go and subscribe right now to my YouTube channel. There's so much more content on there. All you gotta do is look me up, Steve Penate, and you'll find me on there. Keep sending in your questions, and I will do my best to keep answering them. We'll see you next time.